Hello. Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you my workflow for stabilizing and preparing every clip for later to edit these clips into Adobe Premiere. So this is Catalyst Browse, and I work in a folder, and this folder I place in every video or every clip that it's already stabilized, I place an _2. Right at the end. So in this way, I know that this clip is already stabilized. For example, sometimes I use a tripod for shooting. So in case I've used a tripod, I just place directly an _2. But other times there are clips that they are not stabilized yet. Let's see, for example, this one. Okay. So you can see it is needed to get stabilized. So this is the number 61. So I go to Catalyst Browse. I find this clip, here it is, and I click here, stabilize. So by default, it is set in auto. I can check which is exactly the crop, it's 94, and I can move this manually if I want to crop more or less, but in this case, I'm going to keep it in auto. Then I click here, and here we can check everything, right? I'm using a local hard drive, and I'm going to save into a different hard drive in order to make it more easy to read and write. Okay, if I read and write in different hard drives, it will work better, right? At the same time, it is also very important to keep the bitrate the same as the original video. Sometimes I found here that it was set by default in Catalyst Browse in a different and worse bitrate than the original one. So in this case, I changed that manually and I set it to 100 megabytes. This is the bitrate that I'm recording. And that's all. It is ready for exporting. So I export. And here's starting to export. Right? So how do I work? As I've shared with you, I've got all my clips. I prepared them for stabilizing. So at the end, usually I have done handheld for my B-roll. All these stabilized clips, I will move them at the end to my B-roll folder. And I've got also my scenes, right? My scenes usually is where I'm speaking, and in this case I use a tripod in order to get stable shots without any kind of movement, right? So I don't need to stabilize my scenes, and I only require to stabilize my B-roll, right? So well, let's see how is this moving. Okay, we are now in 80%, so very soon I will have my clip stabilized. That clip will be, here it is, right? That clip will be in my desktop folder. So I go to my desktop, okay? I will do in a different screen. Here it is, the desktop. I find my clip, I move it to my input, and we will replace it. And now this one is already stabilized. Here it is, right? So as it is stabilized, I can now remove the XML and the clip is ready. But I'm going to place at the end the _2 to know that this is already stabilized. So that's all. I hope you learned something about this workflow. And then the only thing that I will do is that this is the input. Here it is a project for Adobe Premiere. So I will just open and then insert all these inputs to my Adobe Premiere project. So well, this is my workflow. I hope that you learned something in this video, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.